It's so weird that something so small can make you so happy.
Introduce everyone to your dog.
That's Cleopatra, Cleo for short. She's still pup. Her ears are starting to come up. One ear, I think it's her left ear, will stand up sometimes. And it's kind of like funny to have like, she'll have one ear up and then one ear that's just floppy.
It's awesome.
She had a play date, so she's like super tired. Just back to like the writing phase. So we're just trying to get like a ton of songs that are like ready for release. And I think this is like gonna be a pretty exciting phase because this is the first time we've been reaching out to singers and rappers to like collaborate. So we'll have like some hip hop like influence stuff and then some pop influence, and then so collaborate. This is our first time collaborating with others, and as well as like we want to like just build like a catalog of music that is ready to release, and then like really plan out those releases, make sure that they like get the best like kickstart that they can get, and hopefully get some more traction, and then kind of keeping an eye on like what the situation with COVID is and live shows and stuff, so we can get on support tour with somebody and maybe headline a few shows like locally or something, and just kind of get back into the swing of things.
Songs has a typo in the name. No. Like we just straight up didn't even know, like it's called New Primitive, and primitive is usually spelled Primitive, primitive, but we spelled it like primate, like primitive with an A. We just never even looked up like.
I just listened to that song the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, serious.
Well, we just never even looked it up because, like, honestly, I don't even know, like, we named it that forever ago. And we just, like, because when you finish a song, you just, like, throw it up. And we just never thought about it again. And then after it was released and, like, on everything, we were looking at it and we were like, is that even how you...
Well, I sent a text to one of my friends. And
that's
I was like,
what it was.
Yeah. I was like, what's your favorite song? And then she was like, New Primitive. And then I was like, oh, she spelled it wrong.
She spelled it with the I?
She spelled it with the I. And then I like to like type it in, and it auto-corrected to the I, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because we never typed it into anything with an autocorrect. We just typed it into Ableton.
Oh, this is a funny story. This one, right now, it's called PNG Mafia.
Yeah.
Because we do you know the rapper JPEG Mafia? He's like a really interesting rapper, and he produces his own beats, and so it's like super. Like, this is his music.
So it's pretty like avant-garde.
Yeah, it's very, very off the wall.
And so these sounds, and so I was like, that kind of sounds like Panda Bear. Like they kind of a similar vibe. So Panda Bear is the lead singer of Animal Collective. I mean, we really dig Animal Collective as being like as innovating of a band as there can be. And so we were like, it's kind of like if Animal Collective made rap music, that's kind of what JPEG Mafia is. And we're like, let's just try and make a
song as if he were to rap on it.
Yeah, as if he were to rap on it, kind of like take from, you know, because we have Animal Collective influence, whatever, like sitting around. We were like, let's take some of that, try and adopt some of this JPEG Mafia stuff, and see what we can do.
So we named it PNG Mafia, which is another format of a photo. But then it turned into a totally different, like you're about to hear it, but it complete 180 of a song.
It started out similar to that, but then as it progressed,
it just turned into something else. And it actually, I would probably go as far as to say, I mean, it's not finished, but it's probably my favorite song we've ever composed.
Yeah.
And it'll have a singer on it, and I think it's gonna do really, really well.
Yeah. It's a little more like
it's at the pop alley.
Yeah, it's more poppy than stuff we've normally done, but by saying that I mean like there's like structure to it. Like there was actual thought put into into songwriting, I guess. And like I said, this is like kind of the skeleton, so we'll want to get a singer on it, and then it'll work from there. We were trying to talk with this girl from Nashville. We work with one of her friends works here at the wood shop. And she was like, "Oh, let's work together."
Yeah. So, and our friend that works next door to us, she used to live in Nashville, and this is like one of her friends. So we reached out to her, dude. She never got back to us.
But it was a DM though.
It was a DM.
And she has like 100,000 Instagram followers, so she might have like a flooded DM.
So we'll reach out to her again.
Yeah, I was hoping Anne would be here today.
We're still on the hunt.
Yeah. So as you can already tell, very different than JPEG Mafia. It's probably the happiest sounding song we've ever made.
Like, very cheerful.
Very bright and cheerful.
Also, one thing that's cool about this song, which I feel like is super cool for artists to do, and I only know one band that's ever done it, but this is a sample, I think,
of our own song.
Yeah, so we took our most popular song by far, and then we like put it into a sampler and then granulator, and we sliced it up, and then it like.
So this is our song as far as we go, and it's like the basis of the whole track.
So it's cool that we like took one of our old songs and then made it into like one of our new songs, and so hopefully it's by far our most popular song. So hopefully when we release this will be like exponentially bigger than that one.
It's definitely different.
Yeah.
Than what everything else we've done.
Where's our drum layer? Yeah. So this is our drum layer, and I feel like we tend to have like really boom bop, like.
We like to have our drums drive more than the melody.
Yeah, and so this was fun to like just make a drum beat that's like a snare too.
It's so thin.
Yeah. Compared to like our other stuff, like.
Well then, it gets a little more complex. But still.
Yeah, I love these like. It sounds like someone going.
Oh dude, did you catch our Seattle Mariners baseball team football helmet? Dude, you gotta do it.
I saw it at some sports shops, and I was like, "Do you guys have any Seattle gear?" Like, and
no one carries Mariner stuff because they suck.
Yeah, so they're like, "We have this football helmet," and I'm like, "It's a baseball team."
Oh, I remember it now.
Yeah, and so I was like, "Dude, I gotta get this for Luke."
this right now?
I mean, if you're feeling it.
I'm not necessarily feeling it. Honestly, I need to get in like a
What's on your
creative
laptop?
headspace. Oh, what's in my stash?
To my stash.
Favorite songs. Honestly, this sounds a little too future based. Like, I don't know, it's cool, but it's not like, it's nothing new. It sounds so bitch in the song, I think. It's like the dumbest thing ever. But like in the context of what everything else is going on, it doesn't sound that bad. But you'll hear it right here. JK, that was super quiet. We'll bump it up. It doesn't sound as stupid in the freaking song.
So, tell them again what you named that song.
I have COVID. So when you're naming a song, it's hard to name a song without any words. But I, in fact, had COVID when I wrote it. So it was the first day of quarantining. I was like, all right, I got 10 days in my tiny apartment. What am I gonna do? So I started making this. I came out. I think this was the first thing with these sounds I love. So those are the two sounds I came out with, but yeah. So when I was saving it, I was like, all right, I have COVID.
One of my favorite memes ever. So when you start like doing music, like obviously your phone listens to you and like so many things get like advertised to you on Instagram. But at the time, like I was getting like a ton of producer memes, but this one came up and it was like that meme of like it was like a mom and a daughter like sitting on a couch, and then the mom's like,
Boys only think about one thing.
do you know boys only think about one thing, and do you know what it is or whatever? And then the girl's like, sex question mark? And then like on the bottom one it shows this guy, like this dude behind a computer screen, and there's Ableton in the background. He's like, this fucking snare sounds like garbage.
Yeah, he's like, snare sounds like shit. Is what it says.
This is Luke's voice.
There's one that has my voice. I can't freaking. Nothing is working. Maybe string dong. Ooh, bop, 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 bop.
How many unfinished songs do you think you have?
Too many.
Don't even know if we could. Ones that we think will turn into something, 6. Unfinished songs in general, probably like 50.
I think that one's so sick.
Just wish I knew. Well, right, we're going with it, dude. do it. It's a very zoo sound, very zoo.
I just feel like the sample doesn't fit the. But without that.
Hold on. That fits though. That's done. You're trying to make something from one thing, and then you just end up making a totally different thing. Dirty, dude. Hear that? Check this out. So I wanted to yell you to just like yell like a swear word.
Me?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you to do that on the mic, and I was just gonna throw it in there to like fill this space. But when I turned on the mic, there was that instant feedback.
Oh yeah.
So I clicked record on it real quick, and then I messed around with it a ton and got this.
Oh.
But like, I hope I can make this sound work, and you just try, and then you nail it. It's so weird that something so small can make you so happy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride Switch the whole time.